Have you ever stopped to think that maybe you've been treating the wrong place? Because most people who suffer from hip pain spend years doing exactly that. They treat the hip, massage the hip, put ice on the hip, take anti-inflammatories because of the hip, and the pain comes back. It always comes back, and do you know why? Because the problem isn't where you think it is. The pain you feel there, that deep sensation that sometimes radiates into your thigh, sometimes wakes you up at night, sometimes makes even a simple step feel unbearable. That pain isn't generated where you feel it. It's just a symptom of a process happening much deeper, at a level no massage can reach, that no anti-inflammatory truly fixes, that no isolated exercise can solve. And once you understand what's really going on, it'll start to make sense why nothing has worked the way you expected. Think with me for a second. Do you remember when climbing stairs was automatic? When sitting down and standing up didn't require planning? When getting into a car didn't mean mentally preparing first? Now each of those movements has a cost, a pain, a limitation that grows slowly, almost without you noticing, until one day you look back and think, when did this start taking over my life? This process is gradual, deceptive. And the worst part is that most people never receive a real explanation of what's happening inside. They get diagnoses that are too technical to understand, generic advice, medications that manage but don't solve. And they end up believing it's just age, that it's normal, that it is what it is. It's not. Inside every joint in your body, especially the hip, which is one of the largest and most heavily used, there's a space filled with a thick, viscous fluid, almost like a gel. Think of it as the grease in an engine. Or better yet, like the cushioning gel in a high-performance running shoe. As long as that gel is thick and abundant, everything works. Bones glide smoothly over each other. Cartilage stays nourished and protected. Movement is fluid, almost silent. Now imagine what happens when that gel starts to dry out. When it loses viscosity. When it becomes thin, watery, insufficient. Bones start to rub where they used to glide. Cartilage begins to lose hydration. The system becomes inflamed in response to that constant friction. And that's when the pain begins. But not in the gel. The pain shows up in the joint, in the hip, the thigh, sometimes even the knee or lower back, because the whole body starts compensating. That's why treating only the symptom, the pain, without understanding what dried out that internal gel, will never truly fix the problem. That gel depends on a specific molecule to maintain its quality. A molecule that works like a tiny sponge, absorbing water and keeping the gel thick, lubricated, and protective. This molecule naturally starts to decline in your body after the age of 30. By 45, 50, 60, you've already lost a significant amount of it. And without enough of it, it doesn't matter how much you exercise, how many anti-inflammatories you take, or how many physical therapy sessions you go through. The gel remains thin. The friction continues. The pain keeps coming back. This explains why so many people feel a little better with a treatment, only to get worse again later. It's an endless cycle, and it exists because no one is addressing this molecule. There's something I want to show you. I left a link down below in the description. You can check it out when you finish watching. It explains why this pain keeps coming back, why some people never truly get better no matter how hard they try, and what might be missing inside your joint right now. Now let me show you the 3 steps that make sense once you understand all of this. The first step is to stop fighting inflammation and start understanding what it's trying to tell you. Inflammation in the hip isn't the enemy. It's the fire alarm. It's signaling that something is wrong inside that joint space, that the gel is insufficient, that the cartilage is being exposed, that friction is causing damage. When you only take anti-inflammatories, you're turning off the alarm without putting out the fire. The alarm stops, the fire continues. The second step is recognizing that the hip is a load-bearing joint. It carries your body weight with every step you take. And when the internal gel is insufficient, every movement creates micro-damage in that space. Micro-damage accumulated over months and years. That's what leads to the progressive breakdown doctors call wear and tear. But wear and tear isn't inevitable. It accelerates when the internal joint environment is compromised, and that is reversible. The third step, and the most important, is restoring the internal environment of the joint. Not from the outside, from within, because that's where everything begins. Think of a garden. If the soil is dry, depleted, lacking nutrients, nothing you plant will grow properly. You can water the surface, add fertilizer on top, but if the soil is dead underneath, the garden won't thrive. A joint works the same way. If the synovial fluid is depleted, lacking thickness, lacking the ability to nourish the cartilage, no external treatment will fix it in a lasting way. You need to restore the soil, the internal environment, the quality of that space. And there's a fascinating detail about this that very few people know. There's a remote region in Japan where men and women in their 70s, 80s, even 90s still work bent over, squatting, planting and harvesting for hours, without showing the kind of joint pain that affects most people in the West at the same age. Researchers went to investigate why, and they found that these people's diets are extremely rich in compounds that support exactly this molecule responsible for keeping synovial fluid thick and functional. It's not genetics. It's not luck. It's what they put into their bodies every single day. This discovery changed how specialists look at joint health during aging, because it shows that the hip doesn't have to deteriorate like this, and the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Not because the process is irreversible, but because the accumulated damage deepens. Cartilage that loses hydration becomes weaker. Chronic inflammation keeps breaking down tissue that takes time to regenerate. Every month without addressing what's happening internally is another month of silent damage. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to give you clarity. Because when you understand that the problem has an identifiable cause, the solution starts to make sense. When done correctly, this process starts showing results within the first few weeks. Less stiffness in the morning, a lighter step, that feeling that your hip is moving more smoothly, and it deepens over time. Because the longer the internal environment is properly supported, the thicker the gel becomes, the more nourished the cartilage becomes, the calmer the joint feels. Studies that looked into this process documented something interesting. The results don't peak and stop. They keep improving, month after month. That's different from an anti-inflammatory, which works now and stops as soon as you stop taking it. It's different from a physical therapy session, which relieves while it lasts and fades afterward. What happens when you treat the internal environment of the joint is a real change in that space. An improvement that accumulates, deepens, and lasts. Think about what it would feel like to wake up tomorrow without that hip stiffness that forces you to wait before moving. To get in and out of a car without calculating the right angle. To squat, walk, climb stairs, without pain deciding your limits. That's what happens when the gel becomes thick again, when friction decreases, when inflammation has less reason to exist. If you've made it this far, you already understand more about what's happening inside your joint than most people who spend years going from doctor to doctor without ever hearing this explanation. You know that hip pain has a deeper origin than the hip itself. You know there's an internal gel that needs to function properly for everything else to work. You know that this gel depends on a molecule that declines with age, and that this decline is the real source of the endless cycle. Now the next step is yours. The link in the description below will show you why this pain may not be coming from where you think, why every treatment that worked for a while eventually faded, and what might be missing inside your joint for real, lasting improvement. Click the link below. Take your time. Understand the full mechanism, because understanding the problem is the first step to breaking the cycle for good, and you've already taken that step today.